Well, why don't we talk about how the program's run. It's a free program to the Northern Kentucky community. It's open to anyone as long as they've had a loss due to death. We are not specific as far as it doesn't have to necessarily be a parent or a sibling. It could be an uncle or a grandparent or anything, as long as the person is having trouble with grief.
A child who has lost somebody they love.
Right. Right. So the program, we meet at a local church, Gloria Dei Lutheran Church, and we feed them from 6:30 to 7. And then from 7 to 8 we break into age-appropriate groups. And while the kids are doing things to talk about their grief, and we're meeting with the parents and talking to them about educating them a little bit on how children grieve, but also educating them about their own grief.
This is my 4th year.
Okay, and what drew you to the STARS program?
We used hospice for both of my parents, and we used it for my mom 5 years ago. I spent 10 days in hospice while she was dying and got to know a lot of people. And I think I met James. And I swore that once, all that was behind me, I would volunteer, and it just happened that this fit perfectly for me.
Were you scared when you first came to volunteer for the program, or what were your thoughts about the kids? Or tell me, did you have any questions about whether you could do it or not?
Not a bit.
Okay.
I think it finds you in some ways, and it did.
Okay.
So it's just it's very natural.
Tell me what you're going to do tonight with your kids.
We are making anger pillows.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
What we do at the beginning of each session, our rooms literally split with a divider. So the first half of it makes it great physically. The first half of the hour we usually spend just talking about the concept that we're looking at. And tonight it's anger. And what is anger? How do we channel anger? What are some positive ways to do that? And then we're going to do anger pillows. That they can either, and one side will be anger and the other be serenity. So you can take it home and sleep on the serene side or beat up on the angry side.
Ooh.
This is my 4th year as a STARS volunteer.
And how did you find out about STARS?
Actually, one of my neighbors came over and said that she was interested in becoming a volunteer with the Hospice STARS program, and that's how I ended up participating as well.
Okay. So what do you like about the program?
Oh, I love the kids.
Okay.
Just love the kids.
Okay. So what kinds of things are you going to do tonight with the children and STARS? And what age group do you have?
I have 8, 9, and 10-year-olds.
Okay.
And tonight we're going to do the I Can Do It ladder.
Okay.
And we start by discussing the things that probably have changed in their life since their loved one passed away, and maybe they need to help mom and dad some more, or maybe things that they did with grandma they can no longer do. So if there are any extra things that they need to do, we need to encourage them and empower them. So we're going to do the I Can Do It ladder.
And the one thing that I think is great about our program is that we give families a safe place to come and dump all their feelings and their pain so that they can go out in the world and succeed and be successful adults. I think the thing that I want the Northern Kentucky or Greater Cincinnati community to know that, you know, STARS is open to anyone. If they call, if it's due to a death, we would, you know, we do an intake and ask questions. We refer people if we think private counseling would benefit them. But the group experience, as long as somebody's group worthy, we would love to have them. And there's different ways that the community can support us. They can support us through participating in our walk, monetary donations, volunteering. All of our volunteers, our facilitators are volunteers, and a lot of them are like you that have had a death as a child and realize the benefit.
That's right.